All right, y'all, we're going to diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking anywhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad. And we care about this because if they're clicking somewhere on our ad, that means they're not simply scrolling by. This is all basically the non-scroller buyers. And we want to maximize the number of women clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad because that is when we know our ad has entered the woman's brain and we know that is the only possible time she will buy, or there's a non-zero chance that she will buy. So we actually got to get this number as high as possible, but under 6%, we got super problems. That's because unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. It's common, but it's not normal. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. It actually means something is super wrong with our Boudoir Facebook ads. And the deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. So talk about those at the end of the video. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we're building up our universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, we also know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. Now, we invented this is where we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ads and we treat the duplicated ads. We leave the originals, on or off, whatever. We treat the duplicated ones, and at the end of the week, we keep whichever one running has the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated ones. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we've gotten rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes. We now have pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. That's where we need to be that's literally the minimum. 6% is the minimum. We can get higher than that, but we need 6% as a minimum. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, DBA. All right, so here's our universe, BLCS universe. A BLCA with BLCS caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Solution, Boudoir Pico. Treatment takes about a week. We achieve pre-click alignment. We become dominant Boudoir advertisers with Boudoir brain entry boost. We will never have, well, the current ads we're running will never have unique CTR all under 6% ever again. So here's my residency on the way to doing Boudoir Facebook ad doctor. So first thing, went out, found some Boudoir Facebook ads out there, pulled the first one into my hospital, tested it, found its unique CTRL was 4.3%. That's unique CTRL under 6%, that's BLCS. So we know that BLCS is present, okay. So duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found out that original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend. So they're spending 10 grand a month on the original. They now only have to spend 6,700 a month or 6,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and they're getting their ad into the same number of women's brains in both cases. So at 3,700 bucks a month, wasted. We can stop spending that, and that's kind of a bonus back in the business owner's pocket because they don't have to spend it anymore. And after 12 months, that's like a 40K bonus. So $3,700 bonus every single month, basically a 40K bonus. Second part of my residency, went out there, found a Boudoir Facebook ad, or found the second one, brought it back to the hospital, tested it, found its unique CTRL was 1.39%. So we know, okay, BLCS is present because unique CTRL is under 6%. And we actually duplicated, treated with Boudoir Pico. Took about a week. Got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So found the original. If they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, It was wasting 84, literally 84 percent was being wasted. So $8,400 a month is being wasted. So if the originals, they're spending 10 grand a month on the original, they now only have to spend 1,600, 1.6K from 10K to 1.6K, 1.6K on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and they'll get that into the same number of women's brains, both scenarios. So 8,400 not needing to spend has been, pocket back in the phantom profit, because it doesn't need to be spent. That's wasted spend eliminated. That's like 100 grand over the next 12 months for the boudoir photographer that's spending 10K a month in boudoir Facebook ads. Finally, had a patient come in. His boudoir Facebook ad unique CTR 5.03%. So BLCS is present. And so we duplicated it, did some extra, went extra hard on this one. Treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and got his unique CTR all up to 15.35%. So found out we were wasting, so if he was spending, so he was wasting 67% of ad spend, that original ad. So if he's spending 10 grand a month on the original ad, now he only has to spend $3,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and he gets it into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. So that $6,700 a month being wasted, he can pocket that as profit, literally every single month. So it's like whatever, 80K bonus over the next 12 months, kind of back in his pocket. So the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting approximately 50% of ad spend. Literally, I mean, look at these numbers: 37%, 84%, 67%. Just take the average of those. It's somewhere between 50 to 60%, I believe. So there's about Facebook ad with BLCS wasting about 50% of ad spend. And so they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads. Approximately 5K every single month is being wasted, literally every single month. So if we can eliminate that, put that back in their pocket, and so at least it's basically an approximate bonus or phantom profit at the end of 12 months of approximately 60K. So now we're gonna diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has a has BLCS or not. So first thing we're looking at, we got below creative cluster down here. The below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we believe that we're trusting that what Facebook tells us we should fill out when setting up our ad is actually the best thing for us to fill out. But no, that's a mistake. It's the worst thing to do for us. It's the best thing for us to do for Facebook. Because the consequences of us doing this are we get way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad, pulls our unique CTR all under 6%, increases the probability we have BLCS, and Facebook, since more women scrolling by our Facebook ads per unit time, Facebook's able to serve more ads per unit time, making more money per unit time while we waste more money per unit time. We never, ever want to follow anything Facebook recommends for us. It's recommended us because it's good for Facebook. Next, looking at the photo here, the creative. We got enter to win a boudoir session. All right. Yep. So we got words. So mistake here. We got the looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we falsely believe that making our ad look like an ad is a smart play. And it's the number one way to bring in buyers. And the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is looking around all the other boudoir Facebook ads. We see out there everyone else looking like ads. Their ads look like ads. And guess what? Every other boudoir Facebook ad I have seen the back end metrics for or tested myself, 100% have had BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome, unique CTR all under 6%. It's because everyone's making the same mistakes as everyone else. Everyone. So, doing this mistake, we're causing more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTR all under 6%, our um, increasing our probability of BLCS Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, we got the see more headline. First 2 3/4 lines Facebook mobile newsfeed before it gets cut off with ... See more. Women within 50 miles of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We know we have free boudoir experience at our Fond du Lac studio. All right, so we got literally one point of context here. So mistake I'm seeing is the lack of context mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we falsely believe that we're providing enough context for the optimized amount of women, of the correct women to come through, click some on our ad so our ad gets into their brain. And we're not doing that. We're not accomplishing that. So the consequence is we're going to have way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary. And as a result, we are actually going to, it's going to pull our unique CTRL under 6%, but yeah, under 6%, increase the probability we have BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, and it's going to be wasting our buckaroos. So after looking at all these things, so I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has a unique CTRL under 6%, aka has BLCS, has Boudoir low click syndrome. Yes, I do. I believe this, showing all the signs of Boudoir low click syndrome. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, so if you're a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you've decided you want to optimize, pull more profit out of this part of your business, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month in Boudoir Facebook ads, so that means on average about 50% or about 5K is being wasted every single month, and you want that back in your pocket, that'd be approximately 60K over the next 12 months, over the next year. And you're optimizing all the other parts of your business, pulling money out now. You decide you're ready to finally pull it out of this part of the business because you see more women joining. Seems like anytime anyone gets a new phone, you got more boudoir photography. A new Google My Business profile pops up, or anytime someone gets a new camera, there's more posts in the mom groups for the $50 shoots. So the market is becoming more saturated. Inflation's hitting harder. You want to pull more money out of the business, make it more efficient, and you want to achieve pre-click alignment, become a dominant boudoir advertiser, activate Boudoir brain entry boost, and be on your way to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM when I open for new patient intake. New patient intake is currently closed. But when it opens, shoot me a DM and we will see if you qualify.